am 1 minute and 5 seconds behind. 1 minute, 5 seconds. 1 minute, 3 seconds. It changed. 1 minute, 3 seconds to 10. I want to tell y'all something. A black guy got on YouTube and he said, why we come from picking cottons into talking about each other. Because we don't want to listen to each other. We don't want to understand each other. We rather golf on each other than hear each other out. The knowing to hearing another man point of views ignores them. Like I'm on a lot. This guy named Callan, he's so fake. And if this R&B singer, he's big, right? And he's so fake. If I had Trump in front of me, Trump would say this singer is fake because he picked jealousy in women. So in the thing, because he was on Live Me, Big Live. Trump was on, and it had some people on Big Live. So, and Live Me. So Trump was on Live Me when Live Me fake, the fake people that own Live Me were doing stupid things. I want to tell you how I came back from Atlanta and none of these people wasn't on the apps that I was on in Dallas, right? MO3, none of them. I started interacting with the community and started telling them about Big Live and Live Me, and everybody else started communicating in Dallas, Texas. But this guy named Callan, he's fake. Joe Biden knows he's fake. Obama knows he's fake. Is a fake singer. But when you got other people which choose other mindset or choose jealousy, let me tell you, Live Me is the Live Me. Look, I don't get on that much of Live Me no more because you got to do things, but also, it's not that I'm not getting on there. It's about how to interact with more people without conflict. You know what I'm saying? And those are the things where the conversation's at. But you get on there, you do a versus with somebody, and somebody go off on you. And it's a black man, it's another black man that don't want to hear. He's conflicted hearing another black man out. He's conflicted with it. He don't want another black man to be heard out because he's going through something and where his situation's at. And that's the concept of what we go through in life. If you're going to talk about this situation, black black culture don't want to hear other black out. Now, if we gonna talk about the conversations of these things, let's talk about it. I was on the Walmart thing, the Walmart channel, one of the Walmart CEOs, Walmart, and I'm hearing about 2019. I'm hearing him out, and he said how it's about attacking the issues, solving the issues that we got going on in our society. If we listen to each other more and stop calling each other out when we do verses or get on these platforms, that can be the most domination chart with those things, right? To understand it. Hey, how you doing? But if we can't listen to each other, and a black person in Atlanta, I'm all on UP Live. This one teenager in Atlanta, he go off on me, or he got a little thing. He don't know I got 50 on UP Live. I got 50 accounts. And this young teenager in Atlanta, he gonna go off, and I'm like, hold up. You don't know I've been talking to people on UP Live a lot. Hot Boy Twerk just got on UP Live. So when I've been connecting and on social media, it got a lot of line going on in the social circle of our black culture that's not able to understand and tell the truth or hear somebody out. Or they conflicted up in their mind, right? A man rather have hatred than love. Because you know what he think? He think that's gay to have love. He thinks something's wrong with that scenario. And he think it's wrong to ease your mind from hatred. Right? A woman think that too. A woman can have that same conflicted thoughts and the patterns of those things that we are talking about, and the patterns of those things. To understand it. The thing is, it's the struggle that we go through in America, the struggle that we go through around the world to understand it. We gotta go through. We talking about different topics, but it got something. We're gonna collide it all together. We gonna do a struggle, but we'll give another black person the right to not hear another black person out. Right? That rapper in California, the MP, that Yo got it, and that black guy tried to talk to him in California, and he like, all right then, like I felt like him in that moment, guys. That get the famous rap. That I don't know if it's that talked to this famous rapper. I felt like him when he got the rapper got killed in the restaurant, and like he with a baby mama. I'm like, this dude just tried to talk, and like when we don't get heard, and I'm like, damn, this black man right here, man, he's sitting up there trying to talk to this artist, and like I don't know where he's at. I'm like I felt what he felt when he was trying to talk to this famous artist, and he like, you trying to beat me, huh? Like I don't even know. Like I'm just sitting up there listening, and I'm like, oh man, like I'm feeling this guy. I'm feeling this guy trying to talk to this artist, and this artist is not trying to hear. And that's the concept of what we. And I'm like, hold up, man. What he, man, I don't know where this guy at, but I want to tell him, like, I felt you where you're coming from. For that moment, I sat there and I listened to him, and he was just trying to talk to him. It didn't even have to be the nonsense. He was just trying to talk to him, and his ego of his career got in the way of listening. And I'm like, hold up, what this dude that? Because he didn't argue, he didn't fight, he didn't do none of those things. And he just tried to talk. He didn't call a guy out his name, call him a bitch. He didn't call him nothing. He didn't say the fake. He just wanted to do an event with him. To understand it, right? We all comprehend and say, oh, you want to be me, you're my, but you're not willing to hear another person. And that's the hardest thing we have in America, of listening to each other and hearing each other out, right? To understand it. A woman of lied me from this year. I just got back online me. She said, I don't need your help. All right, if we're gonna talk about this, and I'm knowing about the Civil Rights Act, how can a black woman say something, and then another black woman got rich off of me in 2019 because, oh, just because we know it's a how a black woman, she all over YouTube count bags and talk. There's a lot of fake stuff, but a black woman would count another black man out, and she would follow. Like, y'all don't understand, like y'all don't understand what I go through in that manner, right? I was just telling my brother's friend that we grew up with in New Orleans, and we used to go stay on Lakeland with each other. And I used to go to the night wall with him, and his mom and his brother did it in Dallas. And we used to go to the night wall and chill as a kid together. And I would tell him about my ex and how she wanted to stay away. But let me tell you, the same stupid girl that she calls so thinks she's all that, up there questioning me about who I'm, the Walmart employee questioning me about my dating life. A woman will go against the grain for something that she can't understand. And like I'm touching head with my Walmart employees in South Dallas and people at the Walmart, and oh, you dated that. But a woman is so blind and conflicted. It's all about her And she is so blind as a teenager. I'd have been through it all. We talked about this when that stupid singer, Callan, we talked about this on Live Me. When me and a friend, Bam, shout out to Bambi, I miss her. When I see her in New York one day, I hope I get the chance to see her. But I hope she know that I have some family stuff going on. So, in New York, and and we talked about spirituality. Now, if we on Live Me, and I'm getting on there with Live Me, and we talking about spirituality, and we talking about people not comprehending, a woman gonna go through the same thing, a teenager, because you can't see the mindset and the spirituality of manipulation and lies, a billion of you. And all of you trying to find a way to use different tactics. God came to me in a dream, God. This is something I got many challenges to face. But the spiritual understanding of those things, to comprehend it, right? To understand it, is a billion mindset that's able to cause conflict and a manipulation. Cause and the most thing we could cause a problem in a people with a car that cause the most conflict in America today. They can cause the most conflict. A man that have a car. Let me tell you, TLC came out with a song, and we're gonna talk about this. Um, No Scrub and Boosie with it. I want to tell you something, because there's a lot of black women and people in Addison try to play me. If I could get a girl to hug me from the back seat, and whatever that is, hug me from the back seat and love me and kiss me when I was a teen, and do all of that, what you're doing? What you're doing as an R&B singer? What you're doing? You're bringing other people down with fake love. You can't tell me nothing. If I can get in a van with Albert Mama and we in Carrollton and a woman, she got a 5 seat, and I got a woman hugging me from the back, you think I'm worried about how others think? A 5 seat van, and you got a woman hugging you from the back, you think I'm worried about what you're thinking? Worried about the conversation with a fake black R&B singer, TLC and T.I.? These are things that we can't comprehend. If you listen to a song and you go off a song and you let a song determine, and people playing those scrub, baby, come on. Come on. Let me tell you the concept of it. A person can be hugged by another person that's driving, and the person can hug you in the back of the seat. Why ever concept of another song of somebody else determine where you're trying to go, right? And that's the understanding of it, right? But like I had to deal with a lot of stupidity in this community. This black man, you don't know who the fuck I am. Like, people think people outcast me and did all of those things. It's not what you think. Between my, like, when Doug Mamillo employees at 2996 was getting jealous because Tabitha and all my friends say they miss me. So the conflict of those things of they miss you because they lost, no, it's not to think what you think it is. Like what I did on that porch with me and Jessica and Clark, I pushed her away, and she stopped coming around. So the conflict of, my name is Hubert, Hubert. And another thing we're going to, and I just stop this for a second. Another thing we're going to talk about. My name is Hubert, Hubert. My name is Hubert. Another thing we're going to talk about. We are going to talk about how you go down somebody's social media and you getting to know them for a while, and somebody else come on your social media, and a girl off of Live Me tell them, another guy come on, oh, get him off that, and like, what's the problem with that? Like, I made some, like, that's these conflicted women. And I'm gonna tell you something. The things that I do know, and the things that the confirmation that I do know, and the stuff that I'm gonna tell you another thing. And we have so much issues with it's a billion mindset, guys. Everybody got a picky mindset. But this guy named not DJ Khaled, his name Callan. He's fake, and Joe Biden knows he's fake. Hillary Clinton knows he's a fake artist when he did what he did off of Live Me. Everybody know this guy's a fake R&B artist, but nobody can tell him nothing because call him out behind his fake stuff on live me because he got the selfish audience that is racial or picky about certain status and certain mindsets of the personalities, right? Look what's going on in Dallas right now. MO3 been lying, right? I've been talking to people in Philadelphia, California, St. Louis, New York, and Trill Entertainment go Trill app going off on me. And everybody in New York saying, I hope you make it. Everybody in Chicago, Detroit, we talked about a relationship, but we talked about more things. I'm all on different platforms talking about Big Live Me. And one teenager, one guy say, oh, tell me your ideas. And he trying to take some with selfishness. But if I can talk to a guy named in Tennessee and I ask him like, how you get those goals? How you get those things? If you see another thing another man have and you don't have it, you're gonna say how you get there because I want it. You're not gonna hate on anybody because if you see something that somebody always have, how can you get it? How can you get those things? And like Soldier Boy complaining, who had the first call, who had the first thing. It doesn't matter who had the first thing. We doing it now. It doesn't matter who made the most, who made the first video in Dallas. Why we just can't let our personalities show? Those are the things. Let me just install now. I'm installing now, guys. Those are the things we gotta quite understand in those formats, right? If you're talking about those things, but if we talking about those things, how can we understand it? That's the most concept of them all. How can we understand it? Pleased to know you how you doing. But it's we got it's a billion of our mindsets, and everybody got a picky mindset. I was just taking. Yesterday I was talking about theater class, and I'm sitting up there in theater. I'm in theater in '08, and I'm in school, in high school. And I'm in theater in Newman Smith, and we had to pair with a boy, another guy, and a girl. But a teenager mom, if they stand with their grandmother or their mother, their mind is conflicted in a certain way that they don't like talking. So like I always thought about it like thinking about Miss Gula when we presented her with a play. And like cause we had many projects to do. And when we presented her with a play, and she can tell we did like and when we took theater, she can just tell Newman Smith, she can just tell we just put that together. But the way the people, the way we didn't have enough time because of the teenager's mom or grandmother's behavior. And like she looked at it like, you should have saw Miss Gulo had some cheeks, her cheeks, and she looked at us like at Newman Smith High School, and she looked. It's the like we had many projects to work in. I was supposed to go help out in a play after school, like do something in one play, but I didn't get to go help out because of the mindset of the personality. We're not actually all right when it's time for us to get together after school. We can't even get together and do it. We only focus on the classrooms, but we don't go to the auditorium or go somewhere. I don't think you even got an auditorium at Newman Smith. You got gyms. You have gyms. You don't even have an auditorium. You have a gym. That's the difference about where the conflict. We got our auditorium. I have to make sure remember. I remember a lot of things. We have a gym. We have two gyms. We don't got an auditorium. We have a gym. So those things we have two gyms. Blah 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 blah. right at Newman Smith. The hardest thing is to work with a female and a teenager and a parents and not giving you the act right because the way the old mindset they think. And I'm like, hold up. We had many plays to do, we had many projects to do, but I was like, hold, I can't work with this type of stuff. Like, I didn't even go help out after scene because we are not progressing and we are not working as a team because if we can't even go after school and we only getting together as a play, we're only getting together in the classrooms, right? And we can't get together after school and we can't go to oratorio in the gym and Miss Gulo can't. We presenting something to her in class, but nobody can practice after school or go in the gym. Everybody come together. That's the most downfall. What I didn't like about the situation. So I didn't participate in that one play. Like I didn't participate after school and got the smoke screen. We all had different things to do. I didn't participate in that because the way that things was acted, the way that things was going on in this format. So I was like, hold up. I just don't even go after school and participate in this play because the way the parents and the mindset of the parents and what I had to go through with this one girl and this guy named Steve that had what I had to go through. So it's the more conflict that we have is the personality. I had to go and my brother. I had to tell my brother. This is about 2018 and 17. We're gonna talk about another concept. And I'm working with this dude in Louisville with my brother. My brother, like he's working for different people at a moving company, right? And he had another job to do. And this black man, and he's in Dallas. He's a black guy, and he's always telling me about the white man, this and the white man, and I'm feeling uncomfortable. Yeah, you talking about you feeling comfortable, the white man, this and the white man, that. But you're going against your black people. You're going against personalities and judging mindset. Don't tell me about the white man and this and you acting a fool with the black man and you willing to lie on him in a job and you willing to have jealousy in the job to understand it. And I felt uncomfortable, man. Like I was in Louisville. I know the area because I used to go to my like doctor's office over there, like Metro, and we stayed right over there at the Metro Credit in Louisville. So I know the Ashley area. But this black guy get in the car, he dropped me off. I had to get off on my brother because this black man in Dallas acting like a straight up. He's conflicted with his own behavior. Like he don't know. I worked around good people like Grizz and good people that didn't judge and let me grow. But if he's conflicted with his own world on how he's behaving himself as a black man, how can we understand it? You're making yourself feel uncomfortable. But you know what got him mad? We help Arabian people out, their women and their wives out, and they were telling me, Hubert, you doing a good job. Oh, I like the way he's working. I like his strategy. Yeah, get money start the way he wear, baby. Even in Atlanta, when I was in Atlanta, going to downtown Atlanta and going to the mansions and helping out moving, the people that was there, they was very impressed of me just able to. They was very impressed with me. Like Hubert, you I like you. You're a good worker, and they was impressed with me when my in-laws before we got into that argument. The people that I was helping moving and Cox Records and everything, they were like, Hubert, I'm impressed with you. I see what you're doing and I like the way you work. And I'm helping these ladies move and they very impressed what I'm doing. Like, come on. And they very impressed with it. So if I hear a lady and we in downtown Atlanta, we in one of the Atlantas, and I hear them talking about I'm impressed with you, Hubert, and you're doing a good job, and the women up there telling me that. But the thing is, my in-laws didn't have enough help to do it. So me having to keep up and do what I need to do, that was the biggest thing with those things. But I got mad, and I'm talking about, hold up for a second. Hold up for a second. You get into Louisville, we moving in. You tell me about the black man, the white man, this, the white man, that, the white man. Hold up, that's I'm not about to do all of that because how you feel, know how to treat your black people, and we can talk about something. Before I went on fraternity leave, I went to my social security office. Like I never told them that I was coming back. I think no, after I came, I told them that I was coming back. After I came back, I think it was before. I gotta remember everything. I never told them I was coming back. I told Miss Lee. I never told them I was coming back. I want to give you the definition of that. And then when I told James, I'm going to figure out the personality. I said, while I'm on there, I'm going to ask him, can I go to Walmart in Atlanta, 7 to 8, and get money out the way Hubert Baby Junior Sellers, Hubert Junior Sellers, Baby Legend. Um, I told James, he rolled his eyes after I told him I wanted to go figure out the personalities. How can I fit in? And he rolled his eyes the first, like when I told him that. He actually caught his eyes and the attitude. You should have saw his spiritual facial expression. Get money start the way Hubert Baby, Hubert Junior Sellers, Baby Legend. I'm sorry I'm a little stuttering and I'm trying to get all of my words out. He rolled his eyes. And we talked about that conversation, right? So if I'm going into Atlanta and I'm going to figure out the personalities and I'm going to sit in, like, it's some things I didn't like and it's some things I like. But me and the girls in the deli, we got along real well. So the women, we had a great personality. I said, Hubert, you family. And one thing I didn't do, I didn't want to put us in a situation because even though I'm on fraternity leave, we know how stupidity act with Dylan and Miller. We know how just because we family. That's buy this stuff, that's buy it. And like I understand we family, but I'm in there shopping, and an employee, and I had to call my thing. I had to call my an employee. I said I'm on fraternity leave, and you don't post a mess with a person unless he step outside before he goes in front of that door. If I'm sitting up there trying to call my card, and you acting behind in there, you never post a mess with a customer when he's standing outside of that, inside your store, and he's standing by the jewelry place, and he's trying to call, he's waiting on something, and you're acting as an employee. I say, hold up, I know the procedure. You don't supposed to be doing what you're doing. Until I cross that line, I got a full of groceries. Until I cross that line, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know, I'm sorry. You should have never did it. As a black employee, I know the routine. I can't mess with you until I see you cross that podium of that register. Get managed out there, he had baby, he was doing, but and like I'm sorry, and I call the manager. No, I know that I never do that to my customers. And when I told her I was on fraternity leave and I'm an employee, it's scared. It's scared. They changed their little behavior up. In Atlanta, they changed their little behavior up in Atlanta. So once I told them that, until I step over that register and I go out that door, and then you got the nerve to tell me something. I never did, and I want to get this very straight with everybody. I never told them I was coming back. I wanted to go figure out the personalities. And he rolled his eyes, right? Anytime an employee at 2996 Jessica manager say, um, if he become manager, I'm quitting. Oh, usually I ain't friendly with everybody. You don't have to be close to somebody to hear somebody when you can read letters. You better know what school I went to. My teacher that do side, like I had a classmate. I had a classmate, and he had holding through, and he couldn't speak. And every time I go to that thing, I used to finish my work early before everybody. So I was asking Miss Chastity, I want to know what my classmates saying. So Miss Chastity tell me to step back. I want you to pay attention to this, his hand movement, and his lips. And all of this, and you're gonna know what he's trying to tell you, right? To understand it. The Bible, you don't have to be close to somebody to see, to read what they're saying and doing what they're saying, right? To understand it in those domains, right? Like people gotta understand at 14 and 13, like I was put on a high pedestal. I didn't have the chances that you think I am. I'm going to other schools in Carrollton, Turner, other schools, and we passing our Avon. We selling Avon. My teacher in one class, we going to another class, and we selling Avon. We going to Turner, we going to another school. We have things at Creekview, going to summer school at Creekview. We are doing, this is a true story. You laughing, but I'm telling you the truth. We selling Avon at Creekview while we in school. I'm going to summer school at Creekview and everything, right? Like while I'm in summer school, like we doing all of these things, and this guy laughing. It's the truth of it. It's the truth of it. He gonna laugh because we know we speak the truth. A man hate what another man is doing, right? He gonna hate it because he didn't have that thing in school. He didn't have that structure, right? We on the Brookhaven nursing home. We going to job fair. I'm going to job fairs at 14. Over there in Carrollton, they got this big gym. Over there by Perry. Over there by Perry. And it got every business out there, and every business coming in. And I'm like 14, 15 years old. I'm like, damn, I'm I'm really shaking. At 14, 15 years old, I'm meeting different job people from businesses, and they're all around this big gym. And I'm helping out at elementary schools and doing the things that I'm doing right now. We going to business. We going to thrift stores, businesses in Dallas. We going to in Dallas doing business. We do everything to understand those things, right? Get money, start the way he wear, baby. I'm gonna tell you reason why I was incompetent. Because I once said I was a Walmart CEO. Watch the conflicted from the black people. Watch it. Because I'm on YouTube talking. Watch the conflicted from it. Right? Watch the conflicted from those ones that got something to say about the situation. I told you I was incompetent because I was. My job is going to be over the disability department, and this is how we're going to do this. Like when I'm gonna tell you the one thing we didn't already explain to about Walmart behavior, and my thing is we're going to hire 100 more jobs for people to go help out disability and help with the CPL because the regular employees don't want to have time with it. So let me tell you what Ticket to Work program do. That all they do is fill out the application. They don't want to sit with you. They don't want to spend their time with you. They don't want to do none of that. And that can be the hardest thing to understand in those domains, right? Sorry, guys. I'm sorry about that. My app was acting up. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. My app was acting up. But that could be the hardest thing in those dumb. Sorry about everybody. My app was acting up. Sometimes the phone act up. You know, a person said the feds are tapping your phone. Whatever you think they doing, I don't give a care. She said it on YouTube. They the most lying community. They the most lying DEA ever. They know a lie. But let's get back to the former thing that was going on. I'm sorry, guys. And we're gonna talk about another thing. And I'm sorry because this app acted up and then threw everybody off my thing. Right? And let's talk about this. I was just shopping in Walmart in my community. And this black guy came and looked down on me as a black man. It's not what you see. And he's looking down, and he's looking down as a black man, and he's behaving himself wrong. As a black man, I said, "Oh, you come by the register, and these employees acting up, and you coming by the register, you as a black man, you come by the register, and you look down, and I see you better go your fake self somewhere else with your black self rolling your eyes." And we get Douglas Miller to YouTube, and we get the Justice Department, and we get Douglas Miller to expose this black person. Now this is about, and we asked him to expose how the black narcissist was acting. Let's get in this, and then let's talk about it. And we get Douglas Miller to expose the camera of a black man and how a black man was acting at the register, rolling his eyes in this Walmart over here. What up, guys? How you doing? I'm sorry if we left off a topic because of my app acting up, and I'm sorry that we left off a topic. And we talked about, oh God, let me get you on the same topic that we talked about. And this YouTube blogger said, how can we come from picking cotton and talk about it? Because the hatred, they not want to listen to each other. They not want to understand each other. We just go off on each other without listening to each other and understanding each other. So the understanding of those things, how black men are acting. Hey, let's get the video to show how this black man was acting at the register. Let's show the narcissist behavior. And we tell the Justice Department to expose that black man, expose the workers of black workers' behavior. And we're gonna ask him. Let's identify the spirit behavior of what's going on here. I'm doing good. How you doing? But when I'm going on live me and this person off of live me, and I'm gonna tell you something. This person off of live me, like I'm talking to a lot of friends, and we ground that buying off of live me from different states. But I don't like it when a woman, all right, I'm talking to this one woman, and other women keep picking and choosing on that. So it's hard for my friend when my other friend telling me to back off, Hubert, and I'm getting to know everybody on live me and big live, and they telling me to back off. But these girls are being picky in their decisions on how things work. Don't just because a man know how to say a couple of words to charm a woman, she is still being a picky, stubborn woman. As a black woman, any one of those things. So when we understand those domats and we understand those concepts of the format, right? And the concept, right? We don't want to listen to each other. That's the biggest problem that we have of in our American state. We just go off on somebody and we don't even have the thing to listen to somebody. And those are the concepts. I tell teenagers the thing in my relationship when I was a teen. If your relationship gonna work as a team, two spiritual sides gotta be open. If a woman's been conflicted by cousin and friends, how can she know something? She will go against the grain for everything that she stands for, and that's bad business. And people gotta know you dislike Lil Wayne, or you gotta know about me and Sabina's history. And let me tell you about that because after I'm arguing with this dummy Mirza, and I'm gonna give you the concept of arguing with somebody, and they did that in Dallas County. I fucked this girl and I did this and I this. Excuse my French, on like on Trimmers say. Excuse my French, everybody, on Trimmers. And I'm not out to argue over women. I was arguing over Mirza. Look here, man. Look, you're taking one step and you're doing too much. And just because me and Sabina handle our problem, we don't want to handle jealousy behavior. Nobody wants to deal. Let me tell you something. And then we're gonna talk about another thing because we stepped over. And I told my brother friend that Vincent that I grew up with, like my brother friend, like me and his brother did got along in Dallas real well. And we used to go to the night war together. Right? Me and him used to always hang out. But the concept of those things are what I'm talking about, and those meaning of those things are what I'm talking about, and those meaning. And we're going to talk about this conversation because I think it needs to be talked about in the format of where we need to discuss it. He's going through an interview at Walmart, and she's being a stupid girl that don't understand. Like, all right, you want to call and do your little selfish behavior, and you're a stubborn woman. I'm clashing heads with Walmart at nighttime. And oh, you dating that. When Grizz left, all right, we really had the conflict over the women I'm talking to. But a stupid woman like her is a blind woman. Is a blind girl and a blind woman. If you get into what your coworkers about, oh, you dated that, and she's coming on the scene, you're being fake as a woman. Open your eyes and see what's going on as a woman. Open your eyes and stop thinking it's all about your looks and stop being fake. Stop being fake and think you all know it all and you up there just because you. Let me tell you something. I got to get the concept on what we talk about because, like, I tell Demir Aguina, right, and we talk about friendship, and I tell Aguina and CLP, I say, Demir parents don't want y'all together. It's okay. You can tell somebody they don't want y'all together. Then after the week, if you right and Demira playing with their head, it's all about the manipulation. And then they break up. Now one time she called me and said, Hubert, you was right. Cause you broke up and have conflict. There's a lot of fake stuff. I don't like, I know her before you. All right, Tanner, I don't got no business with that damn woman. Tanner effing that girl. I got no business with her, man. Like, why do I have business with her? I'm not inside this woman. And I'm not out to argue with you about who know who first and the conflict of it. I used to go to Tanner and Capel schools at high school when he dated this girl, a girl in high school in Capel. And let me tell you, and these even with Mariella, I hung out with Mariella boyfriend. We hung out together. We did almost the craziest things together. We jumped in the pool together in CLB. But the thing about me, when he used to be with somebody, and I'm not, I scoped the scene of which way I wanted to go as a team. Just because you're alone and you with your homeboy and the homeboy got a girl, doesn't mean you're not scoping the scene and seeing where you want to adventure at. So everything, and I'm like, hold up for a second. So I'm learning. I'm not trying to get in nobody's way. I could be with my homeboy. He got a woman, but I'm learning how to adventure out. I'm going to the skate park in Irving. I'm talking to people in church in Irving. I got a bunch of females in church that I meet through Tanner that I really never got to talk to like I wanted to talk to. And me and Tanner and we going to church. We going to the skate park. I think Irving and Plano. I think Plano on Irving. I think it was in Irving. And I never got to talk to him. We gone to the regular. We going to the and we never. We always wanted to talk, but we never had that thing. When I'm going to church with Tanner, his mom, and Carrollton, Tanner always getting stopped by the Carrollton police. He's always getting stopped by the Carrollton police. So when Carol and Tanner's always getting stopped, it's going to add up. Everything I'm telling you is going to add up sooner or later, right? So me and these girls, we always wanted to meet. We always wanted to conversate at church, but we would go from the regular, from where the grown-ups go at, and we would go to the thing at. So the grown-ups stand where they at, and we would go where the other kids. So, like, and we never got the chance to venture out, like, and got to know each other in the music thing of church because of those conflicts, right? But I like if you tell a fake friend we're not really whatever you are, and like I didn't even want to put the people in Irving in that matter. Like no, that's just we're gonna play it to someone because that's not how we're gonna do it. You know, at any time a person get mad because you don't want to let them meet your other side of your friends that you met at Creeview. I mean, Tavine and Demarcus. I mean, other females friends and other people in school, and I don't want them to take advantage of people. And like no, like I'm very protective of everybody that I meet. I'm just getting out of school not too long ago, and I'm very protective over everybody. So it's like no, I'm a little bit out of school, but I'm protected over my high school friends, or my female friends, and I'm being protected over it. I told them no, and like I acted some type of way about the situation. No, like I'm very protective over them, and I say no, like no, the way you treated Green and Shelly, I don't want you around that stuff, man. And she being fake, and I'm not gonna let you take advantage of the people that I'm connecting with. Like I had this one girl, I thought her and Demarcus was gonna actually date, like literally was gonna stay together, and they like the other two, they have kids together, and I'm so proud of them, like literally so proud of them, like 'cause they earned it. They actually earned it, and they actually earned it. I'm so proud of them. They earned it. When you know you earned something, like my internet always acting up. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna stop this right there.